Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for another clash against the Titans on the map Megaton, where Titan number one, myself, has spawned as the Purple Terran, and my Titan ally is Contrarian as the Green Protoss. And our challengers in this matchup, we've got Dunamai as the Blue Terran, Spartan as the Pink Terran, and Bocephus as the Yellow Terran. So we've got an all-Terran line, well, almost an all-Terran lineup. The challengers are all Terran. Half the Titans are Terran, so there's going to be a lot of Terran. What does that mean? Are we just going to go into maximum turtle mode and no one's going to actually do anything? Or, I don't know, what else do Terran do? Maybe it'll just be 10,000 Marines all 1Aing to the center of the map. That sounds about right. And as, of course, usual for any Titan Clash, we do have the challengers set at an 80% handicap, which means all their units, all their structures are at 80% health. Because, well, you know, it is 3 on 2. And we're all pretty terrible. We do have a gas coming out here for Dunamai. Oh, it's really interesting. Very up close. And he's going to be getting down. Is that his first barracks? He's getting gas before barracks. That is interesting. We have anyone else doing the same thing? Well, there's no gas for Spartan yet, but he is just getting up his first barracks now. It's kind of interesting. That's, I mean, their barracks timings are about the same, but he went gas first. So that is highly irregular. And we do have a gas going down here for Bocephus. It looks like it went down after the barracks, so all fairly early gas openings. Although it looks like my gas is already done, so maybe it's not that early. I guess we're all going for some early gas. Do we have a reason for that? And Spartan's SCV is going to be scouting around. Not going to be doing any cannon rushing this game because, well, SCV can't build photon cannons. I guess he could planetary rush, but I have a feeling we'd kind of see that one coming a little bit. He's going to be throwing down his second barracks and going to finally be getting his own gas up. Going to take the gas over in this side, so if there's any aggression to this ramp, this gas could be vulnerable. To see if that plays a part in this. Oh, what is this SCV doing here? Is this SCV up to no good? I don't know what much he can do right now. He doesn't have the money to build anything, and he seems to be spending it quite aggressively. Getting out some early Marines, pumping out those SCV. Well, oh man, 3 SCVs, and he is supply blocked. And I don't think he's got a supply depot on the way right now. No, I don't see one. So this, oh no, this can't be good. Which also means that his money's, yeah, look, he's got 2 Marines queued up. He can't make any of those. He's going to try to queue up something here. Nope, he's going to throw down a tech lab. Oh, and he realizes this issue. He almost needs to throw down 2 of these because once these things kick out, I mean, he's just going to start producing all sorts of units. So that's a bit of a slip up there. And we do have a factory down for Dunamai. And getting concussive shells, so I don't know what he's going to do with that factory yet. He does have a Marauder out. Might be going for that medevac tech, I'm not entirely sure, but he has got quite a bit of gas, though. So I would think he's going to be wanting to do something a little more high-tech with all this gas. And we got a 3rd barracks going down for Bocephus. He's already got his engineering bay down. Looks like he really wants to start that +1 upgrade. Gotta wait for the gas. There it is, and +1 is on the way. Right now on the Titan side, we do have Contrarian is expanding. And oh, Spartan is going to try to expand to this gold, trying to horn in on our side of the map. I mean, the division line's kind of right down here, or draw a line along those watchtowers, and that's pretty much the center of the map, which means he is in our territory. Are we going to stand for that? Looks like I got a factory going up too. Going to get a Hellion out early, and I got a bunker right here. A couple of Marines in it, but not really filling it up more than that. It seems like 2 are enough, and it looks like that Hellion's going to pop out, and I'm going to be doing that hot swap. Looks like I'm going to be going for some mass Hellions because this is not Heart of the Swarm, so that's the only thing I can build off a reactor factory right now. And is this barracks going to go scout? Looks like this barracks might be going scout. So it looks like we're going to be going to mech play. And there comes the second factory, thus confirming that it is going to be mech play for myself. But what are our opponents going to be doing? We do have a couple of Marines and a Marauder moving out to protect this expansion, which is just going to finish up. And is he going to get that to an orbital right away? He's got the money for it. Let's get an orbital up. No, he's going to throw down a bunker. But oh, no, he's going to go for planetary. I don't know, it might be a little bit odd. Early in the game, you should be able to get out enough units, I think, to protect this. Assuming, I mean, I guess we could push out here and destroy it, and if you're going for economy, you wouldn't necessarily have the units protected, but still, planetary, I don't know, if you're gonna go for the gold play, why not just get an orbital, and then you can try to mine this out faster? That's just my opinion. Looks like I'm going to be taking a normal expansion. Got the bunker, or barracks up here, just kind of scouting the front. Is the barracks sparking? I see some sparks. Wait, where'd the sparks go? That thing was sparking at you. That thing was sparking a second ago. You all saw it. There it goes. There it goes again. I'm not crazy. I'm not. And we got Dunamite and Bocephus going to be expanding at about the same time. Bocephus going to be adding on one more barracks and a factory. And ooh, wants to get double engineering bay, although he doesn't really have that plus. He doesn't really have the minerals to go double engineering bay right now because he can't even afford to get the +1 armor right now. So I don't know if this double engineering bay is going to really pay off in the short run. So that might have been a mistake. And throwing up more bunkers is Spartan, but that planetary is done. And oh, let's see what kind of build Dunamite is going. Looks like he's getting up a second factory. Is he going to be going mech play as well? Siege mode is on the way. And it looks like Spartan's not going to go for meching quite himself. Nor is Bocephus. He's not even using his factory right now. But we definitely do have 2 Terran players in this game that are meching it up. A lot of Hellions out there. Siege tanks out on the way. Siege mode is also on the way. Do we have that Blue Flame Hellion? We do not. We do have an engineering bay there. That might be for missile turrets. Not entirely sure. We've got a couple buildings kind of scout back here. Make sure we aren't taken by surprise with a drop right there. And looks like I'm throwing down mules at this expansion. Gonna get my orbital command there so I can get my econ going. And throwing in another barracks up the front here. So he wants to reinforce right to the front lines apparently. And oh, we had some Stalkers off Contrarian where they poking around the map. Maybe kind of doing a little bit of scouting. Maybe scouting this base. And he's going to be expanding out here. So he's going to be on 3 base, the first player in this game to do so. And we are getting some good saturation here. Maybe a little early for the gas. He needs to be. Whoa! He really does not want to forget an SCV, which means he's going to be tying up a lot of his money. Yet he's still floating quite a bit. But he's not using this. Why is he not using his orbital? Why is he not using his orbital to send SCVs up here? I mean, I would assume this line is pretty well safe. I mean, you could secure it fairly easily. Other than you might lose an SCV here or there if there's a push out, but he could be doubling his SCV production. Instead, he's going to back queue them all here. I don't know if I agree with that whatsoever. But it looks like Dunamite's going to be pushing out there with a tank, perhaps to protect his buddy, or perhaps to secure an expansion of his own. Another band of Marines are going to be pushing out there. And oh, he's actually even rallying these barracks right here. Again, why not rally up here? That way you don't have to worry about finding your Marines sitting in a ball, not reinforcing your army. So I don't know about that. And it looks like Dunamite's going to be expanding over here. Not even going to flow that command center over. He's going to build it right here. I guess he's feeling pretty secure. Although he doesn't... Oh, he's also got a planetary here. The only one that's actually built a second orbital... well, I guess I should say the people that actually built him in base. But, you know, I can't push out yet. Well, I guess I could. I guess I could take this base now. We'll have to see if that's going to be coming in the cards. What my money is. My mineral... Well, actually, I got a lot of money. I need to start getting more units out. There we go. Going to get a couple of Hellions, getting another tank up. But I think I could even put a 3rd factory up. Because I'm going to be getting an army to try to get those upgrades. That'll help start eating into that money. But I definitely need to get some more production up, I think. And some more supply depots. That's going to run out pretty quick. Definitely going to need some more supply depots right now. And we've got quite the front forming here. Oh, looks like Spartan's going to be sending some tanks of his own right now. We're not going for heavy mech. He's just going for mass bunkers right now with the tanks to back it up. And oh, and he's got the watchtower, which is going to give his tanks an edge in any engagement here because they'll be able to see that full distance. Because you can see he can see all the way here. The tanks can only shoot this far, but tanks can shoot further they can see. So grabbing this watchtower is going to give him a huge advantage on this front. It looks like, oh, I got tanks pushing out here. Do I not see what's coming? We got some Stalkers here contrarian. Do we actually know what's coming here? Oh, we do know what's coming here. There's probably a scan or something, or... Oh, and those Zells are going to move in. They're going to take the original hits, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. And his units are going to try to move in here, but my tanks are going to help clean that up, and the Hellions are going to move in. I don't know if this is a good idea. Pull the Hellions back. The Stalkers are going to blink forward. Are they going to try to take out the tanks? It looks like they're going to... Well, they're going to go for a bunker. They really need to focus down the tanks because I can handle the bunkers, but I can't handle the tanks. And now I'm pushing forward with the sight on this watchtower. I'm just getting my tanks just completely hammered right now. not a good engagement at all, and there's going to be a mass repair on that tank, and then they're going to be fine. Oh, that bunker is going to go down. Could not get an SCV over there in time, despite the fact that he had 2,000 of them helping this one tank, but not one of them to just keep that bunker from burning down. And I'm going to throw down the missile turrets, I guess, to prepare for here, but here comes the Immortal, but I don't think this is a good engagement. He's going to make short work of that bunker, but still, we got to deal with these tanks. Is what we really need to take care of. My tanks the tanks that I used to have could have taken out the bunkers. We needed something to take out the tanks. The tanks are the problem right here. But instead, he's going to blink past, but he's going to blink right into the planetary, which he stopped mining here to get all of his SCVs here. Well, if you're not going to mine this space, there's not really that much point in keeping it, is there? And Dunamai's going to continue with his mech play, and it looks like, oh, we got Bocephus moving out with Thor, Marine, 2-1 on those Marines, +1 attack on those Thors, and we're getting quite a devastating hard. +1 on Dunamai's tanks, and Spartans upgrade. Oh, there's a Marauder sitting out there. Oh, well, there was. Get that Marauder back out here. I need to check. Oh, there's a Marauder. +1 on those Marauders. I have not yet gotten my upgrades going. Oh, I haven't even started. Why have I not started that? I'm sure I built that army to start it. I guess I got distracted with the fact that they are kind of on our flank, throwing down a couple more factories because I need to get this production going into high gear as in yesterday. But I'm really disappointed that I am neglecting there. Well, finally, there's the +1, but it's going to be way behind. Contrarian, oh, looks like he's going Stargate. This could be a good play. There's very little anti-air here right now. It's all tank, and, I mean, there are some Thors to worry about here, but we should be able to handle the Thors, I think. But meanwhile, on the backside of this, they're expanding. Again, more planetaries. Look, Dunamai's got an orbital here. He knows what's going on, but they're really terrified. They're just putting planetaries everywhere, which is really going to hurt their ability to mine the map out. It looks like Contrarian's going to be expanding out here to this gold. Maybe he's going to poke in over here. Oh, yeah, he's going to poke over here because he's got an observer there. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going down, and he's going to snipe that. And there's really a push this way would be great because they've got, I mean, got a couple of more. They got a little Dunamai's infantries here, but not only, I mean, they could respond, but you could do a little bit of damage because their defenses are focused right here right now. But it's very much encroaching in our territory. I mean, try to take this base. There's little room left. I mean, they're really pushing it forward right now, and we're gonna have a hard time holding this back. Looks like we have some Thors out. My own Colossi are out, but the Colossi are not really gonna help us against these tanks. The tanks outrange the Colossi. It really would have been good if he'd stuck with the Immortals, or maybe when he blinked his Stalkers, they would actually focus down the tanks. If we could broken the tanks, we could have taken care of the bunkers. So it looks like we're really focusing on this side, but oh, we got to push out right here. Dunamai's going to push some of his tanks over on this side of the map, and it looks like Contrarian's base could be in a bit of trouble. He does have some Stalkers here to defend. Is he going to see them coming? He does not have the watchtower, and oh, these tanks, they're going to hide behind the grass, so he has absolutely no vision of this whatsoever. I mean, he can't see, oh, well, other than the observer that's there, but instead he's going to run in. You saw the tanks there. Oh, he's going to run the Zealots in first, I guess, and let them take the hits. And they have to run all the way around here. This is brilliant tank placement right now, and with the watchtower to boot. I mean, he got overrun, but that's just because they're pretty much all their forces are over here on this side of the map, and they're really building a stronghold right now. It probably would be advisable, actually, if I just expanded over here, and then we just try to, well, actually, I mean, I can still expand over here, but we just need to just hold this right now. It looks like Spartan's going to be pushing in with a small infantry force, but I do have a couple of tanks here, and, well, I got some forces behind that, and they're going to try to push forward. I'm not really defending my tanks right now. I'm going to try to send those Hellions in. Will they be able to get a tank? They might get that tank. No, the tank will be fine. Tank is just fine, but I might want to get someone out there to repair it. The Hellions are going to swing in. They're +1 attack. Do they have the blue flame? Yeah, they do have the blue flame. I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't even paying attention when they were attacking. But yeah, the blue flame upgrade is there. And even double check. Yes, the blue flame is there. Only thing I don't have is the 250mm strike cannons, because why on earth would you research that? Looks like I'm switching up into Thor. Don't know if that's what I need. Thors can do a lot of damage, but can they muscle through this many tanks? I don't know. +1 tanks. So we got +2 on the way. No, we don't have any more upgrades on the way. It looks like Spartan's getting ready. Is he getting ready to upgrade? Oh, he's going to get +1 on his tanks now. But is everyone just gonna stop at +1 on their mech? Oh, but we got Bocephus going to push here on this side. He does have +2, +1 on his forces, and I don't think this is going to be enough. The Colossi will really help against the Marines. The Thors are going to take out those Void Rays almost immediately, and then probably go to work on the Colossi. But we need something to deal with the tanks. Actually, we need something to deal with everything right here. He's going to have to abandon this base. He's going to get a 1 Colossus and 1 Void. We're going to pull back. Nope. He did not pull him out of there fast enough. The Void is going to go down. The Colossi is going to claw his way out of there. And this could be big trouble right now. I'm going mech. This is not a mobile force. It might be enough to help defend our flank, but can we leave ourselves open to this? I mean, at any moment, these tanks could start leapfrogging over, and before you know it, they're pretty much breathing down our necks, and what could we do about that? I don't know if we could do enough. I just don't know. They really are holding this base. Already minded out. Those SVs are going to move on. It looks like he's now going to be backtracking, and why is there planetary here? You realize to hit this base, we either have to wipe this out, in which case, with all these tanks here, you're going to be in big trouble. Or we have to push this way, which you might be able to intercept us. So it doesn't really make... And even if you did see it, you could move a whole force down here to stop us. So I do not understand this planetary at all. It does not make any sense. But it looks like now they've established big tank forces on both sides. How are they getting all these tanks? And now, look, the Spartan is going to leapfrog forward. But my whole force, well, except for my tanks, I'm leaving my tanks here because I just need something to guard our flank, and I've not bothered to repair that. But I'm trying to move over here to help give us a little bit of an edge. I don't know if we can break this, though. They're pretty much got us boxed in right now, and I don't know what we can do about it. I mean, maybe just take the base if we can. And here we're going to go in. The Hellions are going to take the initial strikes, which is going to let the Colossi kind of get in there, do as much damage as possible, and he's going to blink forward, try to take out the tanks. The Thors are going to be doing a lot of damage, but I have some Thors of my own. But he does have better upgrades, 2-2 against 1-1 of my Thors with the Colossi there with the splash damage. I think that's going to be enough for us to push this back. But look at how much we lost. I mean, we saved the Thors, we saved the Colossi, but everything else is a total loss. Other than what I can reinforce over here, and running a little bit low on gas. I definitely am going to need another base. I do have this gas going. Oh, looks like I need to get some more works in there. I must have just established this. Oh no, these are half mined. But it looks like I might have just established the gas. I'm not 100% sure on that. And it looks like we are going to try to push forward. We managed to push this command center away, but not really going to do the damage we need. And these tanks are going to be kind of setting up here. Although another push like that, we might be able to break this, although it looks like Bosif is going to pull back. But this is a much smaller force than we faced before. If I could reinforce this with another group of Hellion Zealot and Stalker, maybe, just maybe, we could kind of push here, maybe force them to a full-on retreat, kind of pick them off as they trickle in, and if we could get this thinned out. But look, Spartan's just moving his tanks forward. This is how you gotta be. You gotta be patient with your tanks, move forward bit by bit, and they're still. I mean, they're just now getting the edge of their vision right there, and. See, as you can see, I mean, this tank can shoot this far, but he can only see up to here. So this is kind of a dead space, and he's moving out of the watchtower range, which should start giving me, I'm not going to say an advantage, but it means I'm not going to be at a disadvantage. Although, do I have better upgrades? I do have better upgrades, though. We got to be very careful. I'm still trying to rebuild from that last battle. I still have my Thors down here just trying to defend this flank, because we need to keep holding this right now. Wow, they just have so many units everywhere. Where are they getting all these units? I guess they've been holding this for so long, and none of these units have been dying, that they just can keep producing and producing without taking any losses. Your armies get pretty big right there, and I don't know if we can hold up against 3 Terrans maxed out, even at 80% health. And this mech, I really wanted to go mech this game just because I wanted to just have a powerful force that could just punch him in the nose, but the immobility was just killing this game, because I really wanted to bring my tanks down over here to help, but I just could not abandon this flank. If we leave this open, this whole force is just going to be marching at our front door, and there'd be nothing we could do about it. And really, I need these bases. I need to expand here, and even right now, this one's covered by these forces here. So we need to do something. I don't know if we can break this, though. I'm Terran with tanks in place, bunkers, upgraded infantry. This is Death Valley right here. This is the meat grinder that you've heard so much about. And oh, but it looks like we're gonna have another clash here. This force looks much bigger this time. And this must be my scan, because if it was their scan, that observer would be dead. And they're going to push forward here. The tanks are not sieged up, but the tanks are behind everything. Brilliant unit placement. Let the infantry in the front. They're probably the most expendable here, just because they're going to get obliterated by most everything here. Then the Thors are going to be up there. They're going to be dealing a lot of damage, but also taking a lot of it, while the tanks just sit here and absolutely shell our army into oblivion. And they just crush through that entire forest. And I'm like, oh, I want to so bring this army down here, but it would take forever to get there. And I'm like, well, we're taking losses here. We've got to push over here. And I'm going to try to push forward. Thors are very, very beefy. His tanks are a little bit spread out right here. So initially, should be able to be okay. But, oh, he's going to swing his infantry around there. I need to get my Hellions over there. My Hellions are kind of out of position. It's going to let my Thors take a lot of damage beforehand. Where are the Hellions going? Where it swing the Hellions around? And the tank's not shooting the Thors. It's shooting at the Hellions, which is probably the wrong decision. He's going to have to pull back. But I'm getting closer and closer to this meat grinder. And just watch everything disintegrate. Even that Thor in full retreat just did not make it out. And what's that tank doing? What is that tank doing? I should just turn around and show that tank what for, because 2 Thors could handily take out this tank. No armor upgrades, +3 attack. Yeah, I could totally handle that tank. So I'm definitely getting my upgrades on a roll right now. They're superior to these upgrades. How are Dunamai's tanks? Dunamai's not upgraded his tanks at all. I definitely have the superior upgrades here, but they've just got this position locked down. Oh, they don't have the watchtower anymore, and that is a massive mistake, because they're robbing their tanks of vision, and that is a huge mistake when it comes to siege tanks. It looks like a train was going to try to take this, but still, there's still this huge force here. At this point, I just don't feel I can reinforce it. I've lost too much up here, and it would take so long to get down there. It's just, oh, we're just caught between a rock and a hard place right now. Actually, we're caught between a tank and another tank place. We do have a mothership out here that could be very helpful with so many Terrans. With so few orbitals, I'd like to point out. Could that play an effect? Will all those planetaries end up making them pay? I don't know. And there's going to be an initial scan right there, but is it going to be enough? Because once this mothership gets over here, it's going to be up to the Thors to stop. Well, I guess the Marines are there too. And he's going to throw down the Vortex, which is going to hopefully help clean up some of this stuff. I'm not really sure why he's throwing all of his units in here, because that doesn't seem... There's not really any Archons left, so the Archon toilet not exactly going to be effective. Here they're going to hop out, and there's going to be all sorts of damage. I don't see what's going on, but they don't really have much detection here. All they can do is try to kill the Mama ship, which is about to go down, and no, it's going to just survive with 25 hit points. They're going to be in full-on retreat. They need another scan. Well, there's a scan back there, but he's moving out of the scan range. You got to pull the Zealots back. You got to pull the Zealots back. Well, there's a missile turret there now, so I guess it's kind of a moot point. But all this reinforcing right now is going to be enough. The mothership's going to go down almost instantaneously. There it goes, and the rest of this army's got caught with his pants down. And Spartan's pushing forward, putting up more bunkers, pushing forward more tanks. He's getting near my tank line, but what am I going to be able to do at this point? Can I even see that bunker? No, see, I could. Oh, I can't even actually quite hit that. I might be able to hit that bunker if I had vision for it. Oh, but it looks like I'm getting ready to move. This could be a huge mistake. Did I actually scan first? Please tell me I scanned. Oh, if I scan right now, I should re-siege my tanks. No, but I'm gonna go for it. No, this is absolutely the wrong decision. I just needed to hold my stand there. I mean, if we could just hold this line and just... I mean, the battle here is pretty bad, but we're kind of pushing the lines back and forth. But I did manage to beat through that. We do still have the tanks of Dunamai. I'm thinking these Thors are beefy. I can push my way through, but now they're kind of getting hung up on each other. Yeah, this was an absolute mistake. I may have pushed back that initial army, but this, maybe I could have suffered that first loss, but this is just absolute disaster right now. Total mistake right into the meat grinder, and still, we did still manage to thin it out considerably, but if I had a little bit more patience, I just pick them off the front lines. This base is mined out. Only thing left here is gas. This base is, well, this base is mined out too, so they've got nothing on this side of the map, but we have 2 juicy expansions. If we can just hold this, and then it just becomes a battlefront of the south. If I could have just held my superior upgrades, probably could have held off if they had advanced. But with me advancing, oh, and it looks like I might be trying this again. I'm like, well, we almost finished that off. We can probably take care of this, right? And I'm gonna try to, yeah, I'm gonna kill off that tank. Yeah, the SCVs had no chance to repair that. I'm gonna start sniping off those SCVs really quick. And he's gonna try to get in the bunkers, but you know, I think the Hellions might actually absorb some of the initial bunker damage there. But Contrarian says he thinks it's over. Oh, and yeah, here it is. We got finally pushed us on this side with a ton of Thors, fully upgraded Thors for both Cephas. And it looks like my forces were, and there's the, no, it looks like I didn't, my forces didn't die yet, but there's the GG from Contrarian. Yeah, he knew yeah, we just couldn't hold the south. I think maybe I just needed to get as many tanks up here as I could, and then just keep down here with him and keep trying to focus down their army, because they're all mined out over here. There's nothing more they can do over here but except push this way. So if I could have just held them off, I think that, and get as many units down here as I could to help out Contrarian, it might have been enough. It might have been, I mean, this is a lot of Thors. And the only reason that these things are getting obliterated is because there's just so many siege tanks. So many siege tanks. And even still, I mean, look at how much damage I did. I mean, this is totally the wrong decision, but look how much damage I did just running in there. If I could have just held back and held position there, and he was running into the meat grinder of my fully upgraded mech, could have been a different story. But it looks like Contrarian's done. But yeah, but meanwhile they're just marching through here. I'm just trying to see how much damage I actually could have done, and actually did better than I thought I should. But I mean, I think that's just because they're all focused over here. Oh, kill the medevacs! Oh, well, one of you kill him. Well, yeah, whatever. But that's gonna be it. The Titans are gonna fall. The mech just couldn't stand up against mech. Well, actually, it was mech. It was bio Thor, and then it was just kind of bio tank. Is basically we're up here. I'm even throwing in the SCVs. But this is just ridiculous. It's over. I haven't built my base. I'm being revealed. Well, I still have buildings up there, and yeah, here comes the tank. Those are gonna probably finish me off. But that's a show. Mech, it's got a lot of beef. But I think I misused it. Yeah, I'm gonna finally acknowledge the GG. I don't know why it took me so long. I hate when people do that. But I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.